Hey guys, welcome back. It's finally starting to warm up outside, and believe it or not, we're actually going to take that back because we're actually going to get 7 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow. So I got some things I want to get done before that happens, because right now we got no snow on the ground. Here's what we're looking like out here. That's my garden out there. This is a big box of landscape staples. There's 1,000 of them in there. They are 8-inch long, 2 inches wide, and I got this whole box for $100. That's not bad. Load them up, take it out to the garden. So to get from here to the garden takes about 15 seconds in the truck, so not too bad. Kind of a bumpy drive too. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and walk around and give you guys a little tour of my plot. So this is a 90 by 130 foot plot, and each side has 5 feet. So that means the actual inside the fence area is 80 by 120, because I have some of this fabric around the outside to keep it off my electric fence. As you can see, the fabric down there is blowing up. That's what we're going to be fixing today. In the entrance here, we have a 10-foot wide gate, split in half. So I got a latch right here. Some modifications I got to make on this too, but it's a very nice gate. I lapped the corners, made a nice gate for this. I also installed a pin down there to hold the one side, so you can, most of the time I'll just be going in this one side. And then one of the big things I did last fall to save me time this spring is I trenched in a 1.25 inch water line all the way from my house. It's about 500 feet out to here. So I got water out here in the summer. I'm gonna have big sprinklers and irrigation out here. That'll be coming from there. There'll be a lot more coming off of that. And here is my garden shed. I have a couple things around the outside right now because I'm kind of under construction, if you will. As you can see, this is a 400 watt solar panel on the back. More on that in a little bit. I repainted and re-trimmed the shed and also caulked all the edges, made it look nice. It's going to last a long time now. Here we are walking in. I put up some shelves for storage, and then this is the main kind of control wall for all the things that I'll be doing. So my power comes from the solar panels out of these wires here. As you can see, the panel that's on the back right here comes out in through the wall down there, runs across into this solar charge controller, and then that also goes into a bank of batteries that I have, which is actually going to be 24 volt. The door's shutting on me. And those 24 volt batteries feed this 24 volt inverter, 250 watt Victron inverter. And plugged into that, I have a power strip with individual switches. The first switch goes to my fence charger. This is a 4 joule output, and I have it hooked up to the fence, obviously. The next thing it goes to is not as important, but it looks cool. I have Christmas lights on there, so in the summer I can make sure everything's working from the road when I drive by every day at night, because I know it's working because the Christmas lights are on, because I'll have power. This is lights for the shed. They're currently not in here right now, but there will be lights up here in the future. And lastly, we have this black cord. It goes over to my sprinkler controller, which will have lots of wires coming out of it this spring. That'll be a big project. So that's my wall of power. I don't keep that many things in here because I don't like it too crowded, but some rakes, shovel, broom to sweep it out. Lots of marking flags, I'll be using those. Advertising, irrigation supplies, fertilizer, electric fence supplies, solar panel up there that I used to use. Got some extra drip hoses. These rolls here of fabric are rolls that came up last fall because I didn't have enough staples in the ends because I ran out. So yeah, Here's my gate latch. Simple little gate latch. Window. Got that. I gotta clean out these edges, but for the most part I got it nice and sealed up. So that is my plot. This is DeWitt landscape fabric, 3.2 ounce. It's very good stuff. I used it on my last one. As you can see, it's blowing up a little bit in the wind, but I'll be able to, it'll relax once we get a rain or something. And these middle posts here will have sprinklers on them that go 360 around the garden. And down here is where I started to run out of staples, so started putting them less often. And oh gosh. And yeah, so I gotta fix this. I guess I might actually be getting ahead of myself a little bit here because I don't even know if the ground is thawed out enough to push it in the ground. So let's see here. Oh yeah, staple went all the way in. The ground is thawing fast. Let's go ahead and get this all cleaned up again. So we are gonna be fighting the wind a little bit today. Not too bad. Fabric actually went over the top of that pole. As you can probably see, my camera is actually tracking me. So that's something that I'm going to use a lot in my YouTubing, is having the camera track me. I'm actually genuinely surprised that the ground is thawed out so far. But also I haven't been home we've been on vacation in Florida, so I don't know how warm it's been. It's probably been pretty dang warm. I really am glad I got most of this work done last year, because I just want to get planting this year. So I'm thinking I should probably actually start back here where the problem starts. I ran out of staples about right here and started skipping. That's why it starts getting so loose here. So pull these ones that are in there out and replace them over top. And then add a staple in between. And that gives me the proper spacing. One of them every 2 feet. 2 feet versus 4 feet makes a huge difference in your fabric will come right up. There's an air gap there, but as soon as you staple it down right here, it becomes a lot harder for the wind to get under that. Now that I got the fabric all put back down, I gotta go and realign these clips here where they're supposed to go about approximately, and then reattach these with the clips that must have fallen off. So this is supposed to attach to there, kind of like it does over here. Clip these guys in here. They don't move because they're stationary. These clips made it all the way up here. We're gonna have some weeds growing through these holes that got created. I wish I wouldn't have ran out of staples last year. Would save me all this trouble from the snow and whatnot. That pushes it around. I'm gonna go try and fix that bent post down here. Yeah. Push it straight to get a little nicer. Here we go. Push it straight. Just want to mention these staples actually work better when they're rusty. It's actually when they're in the ground for a year, it'll be the strongest after about a year. When you first put the staples in the ground, they're gonna be kind of slippery and fresh metal, but wait a year, the rust grips them into the ground, so it actually works pretty well. Here's all my fencing supplies, and right there we got some clips. Getting 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. There we go. On my way back out from the shed, I'm actually finding the clips on the ground. So I didn't need to go back to the shed. So to get these on, you just gotta twist it like that until it clicks. Bam, easy as that. So now I know you got to put it exactly where you want it. There's no adjusting it. So this way this fence actually works is it's called a 3D fence for deer. So there's one strand on the outside that's electrified. And then there's 2 strands on the bottom. You can also do it with one. And there's 1 strand on top. So the deer look at it like this, and they can't figure out how deep it is. So they're too afraid to go into it. And then also the bottom 2, the reason I added 2 down there is because it doubles as small critters. So those 2 get electrified and this one gets electrified. There's no need to do this one up top. So that's the way the fence works. And it goes all the way around the plot. And then in addition to that, I'll occasionally put a little bit of apple scent in these. So the deer come up and they're attracted to the apple. They get a tiny little spark and they get a jolt and they run away and they don't ever come back. So it's not like I'm taunting them to getting shocked. I'm just training them to stay away to respect the fence, and once they realize it's electrified, they'll never come back. So it's not like I'm over and over shocking them. All right, this is a couple days later. Sorry, not wearing my microphones or anything, but I just wanted to say I got my end caps put back on. They had blown up in the wind last year because I ran out of staples like I mentioned, and now I got the staples and I put everything down. So now all the fabric's down, we're ready to go. Next thing I'll be doing is burning the holes in the fabric. So that'll be in a future video. That's gonna be about it for this video, guys. So if I'm lucky, I'll see you in the next one.